Welcome back to Phidius War Journal, episode 30. Thanks for joining today. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at attack submarines. So, attack submarines are better in the mid to late game. Reasons for that is you do need to have a level 3 naval base to produce them. And they are mainly good in the deep ocean water. So in the early game, you're trying to protect your coast and expand your territory. And none of that is happening out in the deep water. I'm playing a European nation, so they have the Swiftshirt class submarine, which is stealth. Can be detected by sonar. Attack range of 50. You can reveal stealth. Radar detection of a range of 75. So that's not bad. You'll be able to find other submarines in the area. Sonar detection. And you can launch missiles. They're in the center line, so that means that destroyers would be able to help protect a stack of subs. And after you start to build subs, you do want to get that research for the improved armor. And then it's also nice that you can upgrade it to a nuclear reactor so it doesn't use any fuel. So that is very key when you start to build a large navy. Then you get the improved sub, and then increased missile capacity, and then by day 22 you can have the best attack subs. The other subs are the ballistic missile submarines, and these are good at attacking cities with ballistic missiles. There's also one other type of sub to consider, and it's a special sub that you need to unlock, and that's the Elite Submarine Unit. So that would be under Seasons, and then here is the Elite Attack Sub. And you can only produce 5 of these. Now what's interesting about these is that conversely, these are more effective in shallow water. So I have 2 there and then 3 here. So these are good at protecting the coastline. So a stack of 3. You're looking at 27 damage for attack and defense, and 21 against other submarines. Here I have 1 sub in the deep water, and that does 10 damage. So that a stack of 3 would do 30 damage, and about 19 regular. So this tells you, this symbol here tells you that it's shallow water, and then when you come out here, here's a symbol for deep water. So you can see the 2, deep water there, shallow water here, and also shallow water has a different color. Now what I recommend for submarines is once you get the level 3 naval base, they are relatively inexpensive to produce. Here we got a stack of 4, so they would do 40 damage. So that would sink a destroyer on its first hit. And there's also a hit and run strategy where you try to attack and then withdraw at a range immediately, but I never seem to be able to pull that off correctly, so I can't, and there's nothing to really demonstrate it on. So my advice with submarines is you don't if they have a fleet in the harbor, you don't really want to attack. You want to use your submarines more for deployment, for reconnaissance. And more for defense and reacting to threats. Okay, so I'm going to spread out these subs so that we can cover more area. And have a blockade of sorts. The other down or con of having subs is unless you have security council, they're not going to attack. So you can't be online 24 hours to see what they're doing. And unless you have security council or are at war with a ship it encounters, it's just going to let the ship go by. So subs are good. They are effective, and if they're able to sink an enemy fleet, they can be a very big nuisance, and it would be devastating if you intercepted a troop convoy or battleships without destroyers in their stack. Those are prizes that a submarine captain would love to have. And lastly, what I would like to also mention is for officers, there is the Renowned Skepper, and he's going to give you a nice bonus. As well as improving your hit points. Here's the Omni boost of 10% speed, 15% attack, defense for your subs, and the 10% speed is for ships that the submarine commander escorts, as well as submarines are. He gives a 15% bonus on the first level. And then upgraded sensors and sonar give you better range, speed, and then increased missile capacity. So these are all very nice. And then he's rear line too, so any other ships or subs would help protect him. Oh, what are these? Commanding Admiral, high-level officer. Dang, these are really tough. Plus 50% attack bonus. Wow, that is amazing. Yeah, very powerful. And you can get that by day 22. So yeah, a lot of cool strategies you can use here. So just to show you the fleet that I have in this game, I recently did lose a stack fighting an aircraft carrier over in Canada. I made the mistake of going into the port to attack him. But here's one submarine over here, and then I have my coastal protection. Another submarine is being deployed out of Valencia, and then my 2 stack of elite subs and 3 stack of elite subs toward my northern borders. Now this area here, I don't want to let anybody just roaming through our backyard, so another attack just sitting there on patrol. We got France has some. He's probably got Marines deployed and National Guard. Very good. And here's another attack sub there. And it looks like another troop transport. Here I have a destroyer, 2 destroyers and 2 frigates. And kind of moving on the Israel area. I got my artillery, which can be air assault, can do air assault anywhere in that region, so that's kind of cool. I could just drop them in and help support any battles. And then out here, the submarines I just deployed for reconnaissance missions. This is the eastern Canadian border. There's where I lost the stack of subs attacking his aircraft carrier, but we were able to mop up the difference. Cosmic GG. He's got his troops on the way, 7 reconnaissance vehicles and 2 army infantry. I've landed and taken these 2 cities, so I'm going to build an airport there to be able to bring more troops in and secure this region and end the war with Canada. Here we got Ukraine expanding to the east. Nice. And also Greece is going to be a nice little target here to complete our expansion in that area. And as I mentioned earlier, the battle in Israel is about to take place. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Thanks so much for watching.